Hey, subscribers strong, Bitcoin level bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Analyzing charts with precision, he's got the vision. Spotting trends, predicting gains, making the right decision. Tom Brown in the bullish corner, he's the king.
What up?
The mass, bringing that crypto bling. Jet Powell, Tom Brown on the scene. Crypto analysis, living the dream. Bitcoin love, bullish all the way. Tom Brown in the house, let's make some gains today.
Never gets old. Never gets old, guys. Welcome back. Good to be here. Hope you're feeling good. The weather is amazing. And the charts are, I won't lie to you, they're not really amazing. They're boring. But we're going to take a look at all your favorite stuff today. Bitcoin, all the cryptos that are moving. We're going to make some insights to the market for this week and the weeks ahead. And there's also a very special, very brief TradingView tutorial that I'll share with you guys right after we get through the wonderful Crown Analysis update. You can check these out weekly at crownanalysis.com. This is what you need to know in April. We're going to go over this. Wearing your shades today? That's right, Trader Geo. Good to see you, my friend. Good for stopping in. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Poppy. You can follow him on the Twitters. One Mr. Poppy, great guy, writes these for us every week. Huge appreciation. It basically gives me an easy day of streaming. I like it. Bitcoin continues to consolidate under all-time highs. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. Hasn't been a lot of movement. We have seen mostly higher lows. Bitcoin kind of creeping up over time, moving slowly but surely. As the warm weather moves in, it seems to be kind of distracting everybody. Kind of usual. Oh, BitLab Academy just sent their viewers our way. What's up, BitLab Academy viewers? Good to have you, my friends. Good to have you. We're just starting up with our little market warm up, and then we're going to get into our very special TradingView tutorial that we're going to go through. It'll probably take about 10 minutes till we get there. So settle in, grab a brew, roll up if you got them. Make sure you've smashed the likes, the subscribes, share the stream out. Join our Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown, and that's it. So I guess our bullish case here, pretty obvious to everyone. The halving coming in on 420. It's either going to happen on 420 or give me death. I don't even want the halving if it's on the 19th or 21st. It has to be 420. That is the basic narrative here. 2 weeks away. ETF interest inflows remain steady. Remain steady. In fact, the permanent holder metric, which I actually don't have pulled up here, is for the first time ever in Bitcoin's history outpacing the new issuance of Bitcoin. And you guys know how this goes. Come April 20th on the halving, that new issuance will be halved. That is what the halving is. The amount of Bitcoin per day produced drops in half. That's it. You don't lose half your Bitcoin. Don't worry. Bitcoin and the overall market remain vastly improved from the past cycles. On higher timeframes, most on-chain sentiment data indicates bullish market conditions. Not excessively greedy or overbought on higher timeframes. Coinbase app still nowhere near the top of the app rankings, and that is wonderful. Bearish case here. So we did have some CPI, PPI, DPI, whatever you want to call it. These really accurate inflation metrics. You can't see my eyes rolling, but they're rolling. Our inflation metrics still coming in hot. And this is kind of the talk of the town right now. Almost every other YouTube stream has Chirpow on their thumbnail today. Why didn't we? I don't know. I made this goofy thumbnail and wanted to put it up there. And in that thumbnail, there is a hint as to what the TradingView tutorial will be on today. So anticipation. So with these hot numbers, what is happening? Well, markets have been expecting and pricing in potentially 5 rate cuts this year. We are now in April, halfway through April. We have no rate cuts. The probability of rate cuts coming up continues to diminish throughout the year. And in fact, analysts now only looking for, if even, 3 rate cuts throughout the year. My hunch, I shared this with you last, I believe in March. I don't think we even see them. We might not even see them this year. If we do, I would put my money on post-election. But man, we may get no rate cuts in all of 2024. Inflation is not under control, and I don't think that surprises anyone. Look at the cost of your goods, guys. You don't need these fancy metrics. You don't need Chirpow to say it's at 2%, whatever. Look at what you're buying every day. If your life is anything like mine, the cost of living has skyrocketed. Absolutely skyrocketed. It's insane, man. I double take at the price of lots of things now when I go to buy them. It's like, what? Why is this $100? I don't understand. Anyway, Poppy writes that the Fed may not taper rates as markets anticipate, especially in the light of recent jobs data. This was written actually before the CPI and CPI data. U.S. election could introduce divisive political and regulatory dialogue around cryptocurrency. A growing number of on-chain indicators are trending short-term bearish. Makes sense. The U.S. dollar is benefiting from the weakness in competing currencies and some inflationary economic data. And man, if I pull up the dollar, this might even be... We're not going to jump into it too deep. We will get into the dollar chart today. But just real quick, this is the daily. This is probably what the whole stream should be about. The dollar has broken its 2024 high today on what looks like a God candle, but it is only 1%. But 1% for the dollar is a massively volatile move in a single trading day. We're going to have to see where this settles up. We're absolutely going to jump into the dollar more. Let me see if I can get through some of these metrics. Some more of these metrics for you, Chads, before... Oh, no, there we go. Before we get into too many charts. Long-term cycle forecasts remain the same. Poppy even upgrading his long-term cycle forecast to 140K. I think goes down to 120. He's getting a little more bullish. He's getting there, fam. He'll get there. Market health. This looks a little different. These are popular data points that can help indicate or signal cycle tops, or at least try to do so. In the past 7 days, supply of Bitcoin on exchanges, we've seen a 40% drop of the supply on exchanges since 2020, and a 7.5 year to date and 1.5 in the past weeks. And this trend has shown no signs of chill. Zero chill here. We continue to see price creep up, and there's actually a really kind of cool correlation here as the price moves up and the Bitcoin on exchange moves down. Keep removing them, guys. If you're out there and you have your Bitcoin specifically, I mean, I would say all your coins, but if you have Bitcoin on exchanges right now, please do yourself and ourselves a favor. Get those into your own wallet. They are not safe on exchange. Doesn't matter if it's Coinbase, doesn't matter if it's whatever. They're only safe in your secured wallet. So get them off, contribute to this metric. The less Bitcoin on exchange, the less selling pressure there is, meaning the more up we get. So I think we can all agree up is good. Nupal. No major changes in the last week. We're still consolidating below historical cycle top ranges for this metric. No change. Miner selling is down at the typical miner average. Not a big deal. I think it's a little disconnected from reality as price hasn't been moving. ETFs have been eating supply, yet price remains sideways, perhaps in anticipation for the upcoming halving. Net flows are moving a little bit bearish here. We are seeing some net flows onto exchange, but again, for the week, down 1.5%. That's a pretty big outflow. Pi cycle. I don't know why I keep updating on this, but I don't hate it. Pi cycle, no change. No change. Eerily reflecting that of the 2020 all-time high breakout right at the top of our green. This is like 340-day times 2 moving average. I don't know. Pi cycle is wild. It's a wild thing to look at. MRV, no change. The dollar and Bitcoin are likely going to be the entirety of everything. Sentiment, Google searches remain down in the dumps. They are not, or have not, eclipsed. See what I did there? Their last month's high of interest or Google searches. The Coinbase app remains at 322 globally, down 40 points. Remember, the last few bull market cycle tops, we have seen that Coinbase app rocket to number 1. Definitely doesn't guarantee that the top is in when it does hit number 1 again, but it's not a bad sign to look for. Dominance, we'll definitely look at dominance as well. Same condition we were in, hitting that 6-year, 8-year resistance. Haven't seen a breakout either way at this point. My money's on the break to the upside, but haven't seen that follow through yet. What is it? The 10th. All right, yeah. The weekly events. Core CPI, these came in year over year, month over month. Crude oil inventories, 10-year auction notes. Wow, actually, FOMC meeting minutes. I goofed up. This should have been an FOMC minutes meeting stream. Dang. I goofed that up, didn't I? Oh well, there's always next time. There's always next month. On the 1st of May, we'll have our next Chirpow FOMC stream, so tune in then. Thursday, we have initial jobless claims, PPI. 30-year bond auction, Friday GDP, not a huge amount of macro going on today. Not even this week. Seems like the whole world is in anticipation of the halving. There we go. We're through. We're through it. That was easy. That was painless. I didn't do Poppy justice. I will link this. I think I retweeted it and stuff, but I'll link that article so you can check out it in its entirety after the stream. So this is the little, what should we call this? This will be our little trading view tutorial here. So you may have noticed on the thumbnail some very odd looking candles, and you would be correct. TradingView has, for the first time in my knowledge, though I haven't really paid attention, but for the first time to my knowledge, TradingView has added a new candle type to TradingView natively. You may need an upgraded subscription for this. I'm not actually sure, but it is akin to a bad acid trip. When I saw it this morning, I was like, this can't be real. But apparently it is. So if you're on TradingView and you go up here in the top left, let me change the screen. Shoo, there we are. You won't be able to see this on a short stream, but go up here to the top left and select volume candles. You'll see beta, new. Oh, what are you trying to say, TradingView? But if you select it, you'll get a very disorienting view of the chart. I don't know if I like it or hate it. What do you guys think? Hate it? Like it? So to understand this, it's very, very simple. These are normal time candles. The only difference or adjustment here is the more volume in the time period, the fatter the candle. I'm not sure this is going to have a lot of value, especially on lower time frames, but I could see some more zoomed out, more macro value to these candle types. I, for one, almost never have this volume on the chart. You guys know that. I almost never have it up because I don't find it very helpful. It's a lot of visual noise. Even in general, volume does not seem as good of an indicator as it should be, at least in Bitcoin. So this is adding volume to your chart without adding quite as much visual garbage, we'll call it. But from a zoomed out point of view, I can see a little bit of value, and that value would be kind of looking at, let's say, swing highs and swing lows on high time frames here. You can see down in late 2020. What's up, Mary Herbert? Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Down here in late 2020, we have these big fat candles, big red fat candle, big green fat candle. And we can maybe extrapolate some stuff out of this kind of. I just learned about this maybe 2 hours ago, so I'm learning with you guys. But something I'm noticing maybe, and maybe just the different perspective, because our brains get very used to processing the same data and doing the same things with it, and it gets us stuck, like in a rut. I'm noticing some things maybe I didn't with the normal candles here. It does appear that at major swings we see high volume, and that would be expected. But let's see. But we haven't seen. So like last cycle, we had some big volume on the way up, but at the top, at the highs, we didn't have big volume, which is unusual. And then we looked at today, and this looks very much like, I don't know, like this, right? Thin candles on the way up, they get a little bigger. You get to the top, they're not big, not a lot of volume. The sell-off then had a lot of volume, but really nothing else. Here we are, relatively or in perspective of low volume, yet last month, we get this big, juicy, high-volume candle. That isn't what we saw in 21, isn't what we saw in 22 at tops. In fact, I don't even think it's what we saw in, maybe it's what we saw in 17. Maybe. Interesting, though. It's just diverging from what I would have expected. I'd kind of expect these candles to get thinner and thinner until we have some kind of major pullback and we see a big red candle. Then maybe bullish engulf continue higher. I don't know. I'm still fooling around with this. I'm curious, what do you guys think about this? Is there value here? It messes with my head so much that I kind of find value just in that alone. But for the sake of it, I'll go down to like a low time frame to show you guys this calibrates on everything. Look at this. It's like a Picasso. It's like some kind of bad trip, dude. I have no other way to describe it other than like hallucinating. There's something, this does something to my brain that I'm uncomfortable with. If we kind of look at just this 5 minute, this is maybe the last 12 hours of trading, we can infer just by these candles that almost nothing happened. Very, very low volume all day yesterday and into today until right here, 8:30 UTC on Wednesday. These two selling candles were like all of the volume, all of the price action. We saw another higher volume candle bring price back up. Kind of the thinner they are, I guess the less importance there is and the less emphasis maybe we should put on them. Let me put on the 15. It really is just odd, man. One thing I do, okay, here's like the last point I'll make about this, but I do want to see what you guys are saying, so I'm gonna pull up the chat. But the one thing that I do like is since the most recent candle, like right here on the 15 minute, it has 9 minutes left in it, so it's not even halfway through. That candle is much smaller. And I think there is some value there because people tend to put a lot of emphasis and pay a lot of attention to the most recent candle, even if it just opened, right? People are looking at the April candle or even maybe Q2 candle and saying, oh my goodness, drawing conclusions, but that candle is fresh. You can't count a candle till it closes. So something that is value is simply by the nature of time, the most recent candle tends to be really thin, and maybe that's good for getting us off of that bias, right? Counting these candles too early. Let's go to the hour. All right. This is just so goofy, man. I don't even know what to do with this. I'm going to put it back on regular for now so that my head doesn't explode. What do you guys think of this? I'm pulling up the chat. I want to know. I genuinely want to know. Who can come up with the best excuse to use this? Isn't volume all already inferred? If a strong move happens in a few candles, not necessarily. That is logical, but no, you can have very strong moves on not a lot of volume. And my kind of point to go to would be look at kind of illiquid coins. You can have really big candles with virtually zero volume simply because the spread is so large or there's just no order book, right? So that makes sense, but no. I don't think that is completely accurate. Bitcoin's going to zero. Monkey, you're back, brother. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. We were worried about you. We're talking about you in the Discord. We're saying, where's Monkey? You should join the Discord if you're not in it, discord.gg/TomCrown. You should also sign up with any of our partners in the video description below, and you'll get free, exclusive VIP access in that Discord. You can't buy it. All you have to do is sign up with a partner. And shout out to 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐿, our sponsor. #1 indicator company on TradingView. In fact, here's a fun fact. This volume candles thing, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐫𝐿 already had this out before TradingView added it. So TradingView, in a way, stole this from them. I think they're entitled to compensation. They're ahead of the game. Either way. If you use my link, you can get a month free risk-free month trial. Go ahead. All right, done with the commercial. 𝐿XOCrypto, what's up, man? Always be wary of huge candles with little volume or no volume. Of course. Especially on an asset that's liquid, right? Like with Bitcoin, low volume plus price movement would not be a good sign. But Bitcoin's very, very, very liquid. So that wouldn't make sense. I know. TradingView copied 𝐂𝐴lgo. I like that. That's like a headline. I like that. I think it's good stuff. Pickles going to 1 million. Nice. It was a liquidity grab, says Awareness. If fat candles wick through support. Okay. You like the extra information, doesn't bother you at all. Fair. This just, I've been looking at the same chart, the same candle type for years, almost a decade, going up on a decade now. And this does just trip me out. Maybe if I use it for a while, if I give it a little college try, maybe it won't be so disorienting to me, but I can't be the only one that's crazily disoriented by this. Let's see. Let me look at the vertical stream chat. Let's see what you cats are up to. My bad, I didn't pull that up. Don't overthink it, says Klaus. True. Fiend, I don't know what fiend means, but what's up, Aditya? How you doing, man? Tilla Trader, I don't know what you said. I can't read that. What's up, Tom P? Hey, Tom, what are your thoughts about the 50K liquidity? The liquidity at 50K, perhaps, or the 50K liquidity? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Do I think there's liquidity at 50K? Absolutely. For Bitcoin, yeah. Probably lots of liquidity. Might be a dangerous thing. What's up, Foxy? How you doing, brother? Foxy Thorny is here. Appreciate you. Appreciated. What's up, Lars Boxels? At what point do we short and make bank? You know what's weird? That's a good little intro to something. You know what's weird? We have pretty much only seen price action move up or sideways since late 22. However, in this entire range here, you've seen it. We have placed positions live on stream like we do almost every stream. The longs are so hard to get to fill and stay open. It's wild. Shorts seem to be the easier position to grab. In fact, yeah, let's look at Monday. Let's look at Monday's trades here. I think we were 1 and 3 for Monday. That's not Monday. This is Monday. We got the goofy candles on, man. Here we go. This one I placed since then, so we're not going to count this one for Monday's trades. We placed all 3 of these during the live, and just as I was saying, the short, we didn't actually get stopped out, which was wild. We were within, I don't know, $1 here. Short played for a 2% gain. The long right here stopped out for a 0.67% loss. And then the second long also stopped out for a 0.62% loss. So on the day, Monday was a profitable day on our live stream trades, but it is hard as hell to catch a long that stays open unless you're willing to place a stop loss all the way down, kind of at the bottom of these ranges. And at this point, that would be, let's see, I don't know, 60.7K. I mean, you might be able to do 64.4, but like this would be the bottom of the range. That's a big stop, man. Can't really use any kind of big leverage on that. 12% down from current price. Couldn't use anything over 10. I don't even think 9 would work. This was our, let me see. This was our projection from the FOMC stream. This still didn't fill. Again, another testament to these longs are just, they don't want to stay open. Here we go. Nope, this one goes in there too. There we go. Just don't want to stay open. Make this smaller. This was kind of the projection of price that we were looking for. And reminder, this was, man, all the way back here. No, it was all the way back here. This was Wednesday last week. A week ago's TA. Wow. We were looking just for 71.3. We did kind of run those stops. We've moved back lower. At this point, it's like, I guess we go back to the trend line. It is following the bullish path. I think that's a good sign. Following the bullish path closer than I would have expected. Some kind of higher low here really could be as low as 66.5. Break that though, and we're on something else. The greater pattern here is flat top, ascending lows. We continue to defend these lows even with this kind of limp price action in the last 48 hours. I'm still thinking this breaks to the upside, but it would not surprise me to see some kind of wick that takes out all these long positions that were, I guess, allowed to stay open. Though maybe that's counterintuitive to what I was just saying. I don't know. I don't know, man. Who knows? And this looks like it's a bounce again, but I was very confident last night in this play. Didn't happen. Just sunk lower. Let me get a little oriented with the chart here because we are seeing some green and I like the looks of this. 1 minute, nice little uptrend. Money flow producing higher highs. Momentum staying positive. I like that. We could see some continuation into today, or at least into the next hour or so. RSI on the 5 minute, interesting here. Remaining above 50, moving to overbought. I like that. Market cipher B a little, not really giving me any signal here. I do like that momentum still moving. That reflects the one. Let's go to like 15 minute rolling over, 10 minute rolling over. We see negative money flow, but that is reaching the 0 line. Momentum and VWAP are agreeing that we're going to see a little bit more upside here. Let's go to the 30 minute, very slowly rolling over. Okay, cool. We have some intraday upside here. I'm going to look for a retracement. I'm going to go over to, is it this? This one, yeah. I'm going to go over to the main chart. Delete it. Go over to the main chart here quick. Start fresh. Let's see. I had good instincts earlier. I threw this fib up. Really quick. We just opened a new hourly candle. Cannot say I love that. What do we got? 3 hours on the 4. Cool. We got an order block on the 4 hour right here. Let's mark this on our chart. I like it. It's right at the 618. That's a little bit of confluence. Not quite ready to say that's where we're going, but I'm pretty close. This move looks clean. Okay. Nice. That 6 hour candle. Nice little hammer painting. 12 hour as a hammer painting. Daily could have a little hammer painting. Interesting. Yesterday did close bearish engulf. Not a great close, actually. And I don't like to say it, but it looks a lot like March 13th and 14th. We are green again. This candle did trade green for a little bit. Going back down to the hour. Let me get through. New hour opened and is going to bring lameness, I think. 2 hour. Nice. I like what I'm seeing on the 2 hour here on market side for B. Now we are hitting lower lows and lower highs on money flow, but momentum painting this uneven butt-cheeked bottom, we'll call it, higher high on VWAP. With those lower time frame signals, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. 4 hour VWAP at the 0 line. Momentum looks like it's going to catch and paint a pretty little trigger wave to the upside. Give me a sec. 6912. Here's my position for the day. I'm gonna go with this. 1.5. Dang, that is a bad risk to reward. Okay, we find it. There we go. We got our 3. Basically looking for 68.6 to bring us back using our fib tool to our golden Fibonacci retracement level, the 618, the coveted legendary 618. I think that looks likely. This might end up playing out like this, though. What do you think? Is this a W or an L? I'm going to put a poll. BTC live, man, the live BTC trade, WL. There we go. Little poll. We haven't done a poll in a while. Do I make live for gold trading? We are going to look at gold. Thank you for reminding me, actually. What's up, Nick? Uneven butt cheek. That's right. That's right, Clint. Tommy, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Hope you're doing well, Judge Bibbles Entertainment. When altcoin? I don't know. Pre-having Chop Klaus. I have had like a record low amount of trades over the last 3 weeks. We were firing off trades all year. Like January, February, March. Boom, boom, boom. Just trade. Had a huge winning streak on the way up. Probably everyone else did too. But, dude, I have not made many trades here. Like, when you get into trading, you'll find kind of that you're attracted to a certain style of trading, like scalping, swing, long-term, or just investing. And then there's kind of like subcategories too. I'm like a trending trader. I feel the most comfortable like in the bear market when things are just going down, or in the trending bull market when things are just going up. And when we get chop, I tend to kind of pull back on the trades, get more conservative. It's just not my thing. Doesn't mean it can't be profitable. Can't mean that you can't be successful with it. You can. Just not my thing. Wasn't my jam. Like this whole time period, last year from April, God, no, April, no. From April until October, like I traded so little. I had some longs at the lows, but like overall, the amount of trades I made was extremely low. And, you know, this is a good reminder or good time to remind you guys, you do not have to be in a trade. In fact, I mean, whether you think I'm a good trader or not, doesn't really matter. But very good traders know when to trade, almost more importantly than how to trade and when not to trade. You don't have to be in a trade. It is okay to sit and do nothing. In a bull market, it's usually the smartest move most of the time, to be honest. I just copied the bars from those 3 months. How would this make you feel, guys? How would this make you feel? If we match the size, it would be all the way out till October. This would drive me mad God, that would be really painful. Man. We were saying it. Up is max pain. But now I think sideways is max pain. Up was max pain like last year and the year before. Now it really does seem like sideways. Last thoughts. I'm going to look at gold and the dollar because they are the spotlight. Yesterday's open, 71.6. Not a bad target if our target today, our 618 at 70.5 is overrun. This is likely where I would settle up a position today if I caught a good one. Our daily opened at 69. Nice, 69. Basically what the trade is. I think we're going a little lower. It might not come though. You coming back to fill us hour? Probably. I might have been too conservative on this entry. 240. Sick. Not a lot. Man, that 12 hour just rolled over too. That's ugly. That's ugly, but man, look at this candle. If 12 hour in what, 6-7 hours can close above our entry, 69,000, that's actually not bad. That's gonna be a nice little hammer. Nice little hammer with very little resistance all the way to 72.3. Last touch on this. Nothing. Look at that beautiful 618 though. Nah, nothing. All right, I'm putting an alert real close on the corn. I'm gonna put an alert at this entry in case either of them hit during the live. We'll see what goes on. Touch it, monkey. You have to have consent first, monkey. King Judd, Bitcoin's gonna send. I'm on that boat. I don't know if it's gonna send today, but it's gonna send. 2 and 3 and 4 day look spicy, Poppy. All right. I wanted to move on, but you know me. I'm very easy to bait into looking at more Bitcoin. That is interesting. 69.3. This is a fresh candle, though. 69.3 for the 2 day bullish engulf. The 2 day really shows this pennant much clearer than the 1 day. Actually, in that spirit, let's do this. April. Why does it do this every time? Every time. I don't even know where all of our TA just went. Whatever, who cares? There it is. Group 6. God. Did it do it again? What the heck? Rename. Oh, I keep hitting remove. My bad. Rename. Oh gosh. April 11th. There we go. 2 day really does show the pennant much cleaner. Like let's just draw like this. Pennant, flag, whatever you want to call it. I like it from here. There we go. Much clearer. 2 day. I see rolling over here though. You have lower lows, lower highs on money flow. Money flow remains green, so that's positive, but no bear div locally on the 2 day. Painting bullish divergence on your lows as the RSI bounces down. Might just take one strong close on the 2. Let's go to the 3. 3 day has tapped the previous 3 day open. You do have an open fair value gap down here. On the 3 day, you have a double bottom on these closes at 65.5. That might actually be a really good entry if it comes. I like that. A little bit different story on the 3 day. Much more bullish here. Money flow continuing higher. Has dipped, but we see momentum beginning to curl up. I like this setup, actually. The 3 day is very spicy. 4 day even spicier. I see what you're saying, brother. Good call. Look at that. Full send. Full send on the 4. Like, absolute full send. We just opened it, too. We opened the 4 day, tapped it. Yeah, that could get good. That could get very spicy very quickly. This week. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a super, like, clutch signal that we get or something on any of this. The 4 day looks great. The 3 day could be great quickly. But it's just not quite there yet. Wait. This is not the TA from today. Man, I'm getting bamboozled. I'm getting punked. Just undo everything. All right. I had to troubleshoot the streaming software for like an hour before this live stream, so I'm a little frazzled. Like, what is this? What? W's in the chat, boys. That's right. There we go. What happened? I genuinely do not know what happened here. Oh, well, we're just going to move on. I think maybe this is it. Oh, my. Yep. We're just going to keep moving. We're just going to keep moving. I think that long position is still in the same spot. Yeah, 2.95 to 1. That's in the same spot. We'll just leave it. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. It's okay. It's real. Real human error. There we are. We'll just do it this way. There it is. All right. Gold, dollar. That's what we're going to get into. What's up, Birdman? I can tell you no way it goes over 100K for a long time. Beautifully put. Beautifully put, Birdman. Beautifully put. I thought Bitcoin was going to hit 100K in 2021, realistically. Sapien, Scorpion, Bitcoin going to 60K, then it'll take off. 60. Okay. It already did. It did in March. So are we going to take off now? Does that mean we're cleared? Or do you mean it's going there again for some reason? I don't doubt that it could go to 60K again. I don't doubt it. You know what? Here's an interesting idea. Got the chart inverted. What do you see? I see a bullish pattern. Lower highs, flat bottom forming. Lower highs, flat bottom. I like that. SPY bleeding. Yeah, let's pull up the macros. Check out your super chat, Derek. My bad, brother. My bad. We will. That we will. All right. Got the dollar. Got the gold pulled up. Let me see. Super chat 8 minutes ago. You're dumping your ADA. It's a torture to hold. You have no faith anymore. Any suggestions on what project you should convert it to for better gains this bull run? Man. You guys hear that? You heard it. You made my blood senses, my vampire senses kick off. 58. ADA at 58 cents. Yeah, a lot of coins were performing real nice and then just kind of crap themselves into this month. ADA versus BTC. At November lows. Jeez. Did not catch a break. We were looking for a back test of that support at about 1,000 sats and hopefully higher highs, but no. Rejected. Damn. Let me see. Fib tool does not really get us anywhere. I guess our measured move is all the way down here in the 2020 lows of ADA versus BTC. That's about a 50% drop against Bitcoin. Has not broken its low yet. This is going to be an important alert. 800 sats on ADA BTC. If you break that, you are liable to dump upwards of 50%. But I kind of like this. I like this unfilled monthly here. That would not be a bad spot. ADA really had a great setup against Bitcoin for a while. For a while. I'd say it looked the best in March of last year. You were like back at the 618. You had a nice little bounce, but it did not hold. Just didn't hold. Kept going lower. ADA is liable to return to these lows, isn't it? Didn't break an all-time high against Bitcoin. but I like it. I understand that feeling, Derek. There's nothing wrong, and don't feel embarrassed or anything. But whenever someone's held something for a long time and they're like, "That's it, I'm done," I get thirsty. I get hungry. I'm like, maybe I can buy those coins, because you're not alone. If you're feeling that, other people are feeling that as well. Trust me, I've held Litecoin now forever. I think I was born with some Litecoin even. It's been so long. I feel it. I feel it, man. You're not alone. If you're done, you're done. That's okay. I am curious where I might look for ADA now, though. Yeah, that is very ugly. That daily is ugly. You broke the wick. You filled the wick. Lower high, flat bottom. Guys, this beard, man. This beard. I'm constantly getting beard hairs in my mouth. What's with that? I've never had a beard this long. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I grew it out for you. Where might I buy ADA? I haven't bought ADA in a long time. Like 2008, 2018. 56 cents. It does look like it wants to break this. To me, looking at the daily on ADA though, this is such like a clearly bearish looking pattern. I don't really believe it. I feel like maybe you break that low and then move back up. 50 cents is right here. Maybe I'll dip a toe at 50. What do you think? That looks not great. Oh my. Oh my. Rejected. Bear div on the week. Almost nothing has that. It did. Oh, there we go. I guess I still have this ADA long. Just underneath the entry at 59 cents. Does not look so good though. Break resistance, back tested at higher high. So all you have to do is hold 45 cents and this is still moving to that dollar mark. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave this trade here. So Derek, I can't give you financial advice, guy. I'm not certified, qualified, I don't know, whatever it is they say, to tell you how to use your money. I will say that we had this long setup from early March from almost exactly this price. So to sell at the entry, I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever makes you comfortable, man. Don't listen to other people when they I don't know, they tell you to hold stuff they don't want to hold or buy stuff you don't want to buy. Dude, whatever makes you comfortable is going to make you successful. I would caution you. This is what I say about everything. If you're thinking about doing this, consider, instead of all out, consider maybe 50% of the position. Pick a percent, pick a fraction. Keep some, and then make that choice. Appease that animal urge to make a choice. But going all in or all out is just a really bad setup for yourself. Because then if it goes up, you're going to want to buy in higher. You're going to get chopped. Like, consider the half, right? Where would you put it that you might get better returns? I don't know, dude. That's a lotto ticket. I mean, I would say Bitcoin. I would say Bitcoin at this point, and no one can argue against this. ADA has vastly underperformed Bitcoin over the last 3 years. I think that will change at some point. I think ADA will have a rally. It will gain back on Bitcoin. But who knows if that's soon or not. Appreciate your 5, man. Appreciate the super chat. Doesn't look like our trade wants to fill. Let me see. Did I miss any others? No, I didn't miss any others. Good. But I did miss Fatrick Swayze subscribing, a great name. Marlon Bellamy, Bagwadi Lal, Ben Adiletta, Dante Vale TV, Ty Fox, a name I think is in Russian, or maybe in Russian. I don't know. I'll replay this one. I can't pronounce it. There it is. I see you, brother. Ranjith, Anna Gethic, Monir, Anad, Prince George, Ruben Danny. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, consider just hitting that little button. Costs you nothing. If you haven't hit the like button, smash the like, share the stream out, help engage with the live, baby. It's not a very spicy day, but we're live anyway because that's what we do. Fatrick Swayze, I know. Cody, by the way, Cody, I'm wearing a gamer sub shirt, and my energy powder just came today. I ordered it a while ago. I should have brought it up. It's downstairs. I don't know what you're saying, 𝐂𝐴ZDABIC. Dude is definitely an XRP hater. He won't even mention it. I hold no hate to XRP, dude. I did it at some point in my career. Back in, I don't know, like 17. I don't care anymore. Don't care anymore. I don't hate XRP. I don't like XRP either. Like, it's not my thing. Bitcoin, are you not going to fill us, my friend? Maybe. Cody GG. Click and subscribe made you instantly gain 30 pounds of muscle. Wow. Well, Cody said it. I didn't say it. It's worth a click. What's up, Derek Merrill? I see you over there on Facebook. ETA Hiroshi Coin Farm. I don't know what that is, man. Utility. You've heard that before, right? I think 240B resistance. 𝐂𝐴TP Farm. What are these cards? Ooh, hello. 1 minute. Higher high. Man. Going for the gold, not filling our long here. 70.7, going for the retracement now. Going for the target, but I don't think we're getting the entry first. Nice. Little movement. I'll have to pull up CoinGecko and see what's moving. Zoomed in. I still haven't gotten to the dollar or gold. Bitcoin now distracting me with green candles. Let's move this on over to the tripping candles. Here we go. Good volume. Actually, you know, I see some value in this on low time frames too. It's like as you're watching them, you can see that this is a significant volume candle because we're only halfway through it and it's already fatter than, I don't know, the last few hours of candles. Interesting. Volume up, price up, good combo. Good combo. Val, I'm glad that you like your farm coin, man. Appreciate you. You mentioned XRP a few times, and I said I didn't miss any comment. Nah, dude, I've missed lots of comments. I never said I didn't miss any comments. I said I didn't miss any super chats. B. Baker, should you sell all your XRP and buy Litecoin? You know I would. You know I would, man. The entry was in the golden pocket. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. I gotta change that subscriber button. It's ugly. All caps. Ooh, 70,000 today. Very, very exciting. Very, very exciting, guys. Peak excitement. Okay, look at silver. I gotta look at gold and silver. You guys keep distracting me. That's not the right button. Is that the right button? There it is. I don't know. That's even the wrong message. I don't know. This double streaming thing. Look up CKB. Maybe. I gotta look at the important stuff, guys. Not that your coins aren't important, but they're not. Ha! Burn. Fat candles, I guess, don't work on the dollar. Dixie. Okay. It just like slightly changed the way they look. Okay. What do you guys like better? This color? Or these colors? I didn't realize that mine weren't on the default, actually. Dixie having a strong week. Showing strength again. Last week, traded to these levels, but did end up selling off before the close. Now again for the 1, 2, 3, 4th week in a row, putting in a higher high. This daily candle, bit of a monster. Bit of a monster for the Dixie. A 1% daily candle is not the norm. Despite my general bearishness on the dollar over the last year, I guess just the last few months, this is actually looking pretty good. Higher low. Retest, higher low, break. What do we got? We got what we're looking for on Bitcoin. Damn it. Damn it, dollar. You're not supposed to go up. You're supposed to go down. At the 618. Yup. All right, send it. Dollar looks like it's heading to 106. 106 flat. Fibs aren't really great there. Back to 107, man. Not a lot in the way. The dollar breaking out of this macro here. Heading for 106. And there is not really a lot. I mean, that's going to be some serious resistance. You can see on the week, you have distribution here before your fall, rejected from previous resistance, fell farther, but you did hit a higher low. The dollar's very slowly starting to look good, and it makes me worried. Makes me spooked. Like, get it here in the last year or two, starting to give me vibes of the, like, 2008, 2009, 2010. I don't like that. I wonder if the dollar will ever end up hitting 121. That was our target on the huge rally back in 22. Fell short, 121. Line up. None of these fibs are lining up for the dollar. I don't trust it. Week just rolled over as it's breaking yearly highs. The dollar has more gas in the tank, I feel. Poop. What's interesting, though, dollar right now hitting yearly highs. Gold pulling back for the first time. We had one red day on April 4th. Gold pulling back after setting all-time high after all-time high after all-time high all month in April. At least this makes sense. When the dollar moves up, we see almost everything else move down. Anything paired with dollars. Gold is a dollar pair. We're seeing it pull back here, taking a breather. Gold has not back-tested 2,300. I would not be surprised to see this order block back-tested as support before moving higher on gold here. Gold looks even better than the dollar, though. Money flow rocketing up, momentum maybe getting a little toppy on this momentum. But money flow really driving home the bullishness of the gold. Wow. Yeah. I think gold's going to 2,400 this month. We called the all-time high breakout. Magic. Monthly. Oh, God, boys. Wait, just like take a picture to FAP to this later. This is the monthly on gold. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Could Bitcoin have this, please? You're right below these highs. You're just breaking out. You have a high. Look at this swing here. Boop. Damn. VWAP up. Money flow right here, about to break its highs in the month. Gold may have an even bigger move than I expected. No back test of that previous all-time high. I think this comes eventually. I think the piper gets paid on gold at some point. These goofy candles. Why won't it let me use the goofy candles? The April... I wish they would have come out with that, this new candle type on April Fools. That would have been great. This is so weird. 45-minute shows. Downside. All the volume is selling right now. This is kind of cool. I'm learning. This just came out today for anyone tuning in wondering what is going on with these candles. This is a new candle type by TradingView published today, and I'm trying to get a little used to it. Kind of infer here, all this movement is selling. All the volume is in the selling. Not really matching that volume on the way up yet. Big fatty. Big fatty. Now we're selling off lame. All right. Gold, dollar. Dollar strong. Gold also strong, but gold probably taking a breather until the dollar figures out what it's doing with its life. Kind of expect the dollar, even though we have this monster candle today, to close below 105. I think we're going to see a little wick here. If it closes above 105, I think it gets sent to 106 very, very quickly. That's likely going to put downside pressure, like I said, on everything. But I'm going to guess the S&P, as was mentioned by someone here, seeing a little selling. Yes, indeed. The S&P 500 actually painting the lowest candle wick in April, touching 5,140. Not a lot of follow through yet. Daily money flow not looking good though. Yes, it's green. Green is good, but lower highs, lower lows. This is slowly looking to roll over on the daily. That's not great. Could spell more pain into May. They do say sell in May and walk away. What do you guys think about sell in May and walk away? W on the trade? We'll see. Start a new poll. Sell in May and walk away? Yes. Never. There we go. Flux $20. What's up, Brian Overherser? Tom is the classic XRP fudster. I don't even talk. You guys are the guys talking about XRP. I don't even talk about XRP, man. I look at XRP all the time. When people, I don't know, they want to look at it. You guys are having like your own little conversation with yourself. Ooh, S&P falling out of the cloud. Falling off the TK. Anything else here? Not really. Oop. Let's look at Near. Near was doing something. Or not. This is what all the charts look like. It's just sideways for the last, since March. Near, this is not a great setup. Not a great setup, but this long still looks like it's going to play. Just need to see a high broken on Near. Is there any changes? Money flow getting a little saggy, but I think that's going to be, I think that's still going to break up. You do have a little gap. Do have a gap down to $5 though. Volume gap on the day. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I think you get another shot at 611. Man, that's not great. I think you get another shot at 611 with Near. Typically when we have this pattern, when we have a support being tested over and over again and our highs begin to come down, statistically we see a breakdown. Statistically. Something tells me Near's not going to, though. I don't even know if I own Near. If I do, it's some amount that does not matter. Just got a hunch. Got a hunch. Dang. Let's see, check in on Ethereum. Our Ethereum long got wrecked from last stream as well. I didn't actually place this on the stream, but I placed that in my own afterwards when I was looking at it. Did not obviously move to 38.8 as I thought. Continues its kind of odd accumulation here above previous resistance. Keeps tapping 3,600, weakening that resistance, which is good. Your lows have come up marginally. You want to just see this low here hold that we put in today and then that move back to 38. I do think that that is coming. I do think that Ethereum will move. I still am fully of the opinion that Ethereum will hit a new all-time high this year. Lasted. Kind of just stopped out of nowhere. I guess like 4K, just psychological. This is what we looked at on the last one, and I did have some worries. Since then, Ethereum has put in a higher high versus the last 4 weeks. But this reminds me, I remember last stream I said of the Doge distribution after the all-time high in 21. This is on the weekly, that was on the monthly. You got a very defined range for those range traders out there, 3,400 to 3,600. Until you get a breakout, you could be short and long and short and long and buy and sell and buy and sell. But this reminds me of Doge on the month, which has ominous vibes for me. Distribution after the all-time high back here, like 6 months on Doge before dumping down. Now back to that level. I guess we're smoothly transitioning to Doge. It's 134. Let's just take a look at it. Long still good on the Dodge. Not a lot of change. There's really no updates on these charts. Like we've looked at We've looked at these charts every other day, basically. And it's like here, and then it's here, and then it's here, and then it's here. It's just like in the same spot. Doge looks good to me. Found resistance, back tested support, put in a higher high. Tested resistance as support. So far it's held. Now it's just chilling here. I think we see this move. These candles, man. Am I the only one that just thinks this is like tripping? Like it just looks like something you would see while you're tripping. Like if you took a few hits, a few tabs, and you opened TradingView, I think this is what you would see even if you didn't have this candle setting on. $20B. Is $20B, $30B a big market cap? It's all relative, man. Like, what is big? 30 billion was big before, you know, Bitcoin was, or crypto was a $30 billion market cap. But as the whole total market cap grows, those numbers become smaller and smaller and less relevant. You know what? Let's pull up total. It's a good reminder. Totality. You guys have a good totality eclipse? This is something that has kept me bullish on this, by the way. I see you, 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍. We can look at XRP. This is something that has kept me bullish through this, even though I don't really see a reason to be bearish. But through this like kind of chiller time here in April, if you look at the total crypto market cap, it has not hit an all-time high. So the true full-on bull signal has not been signaled quite yet. Last month closed exactly at the previous all-time high close for total. That was November in 2014. March closed exactly there at 2.62 trillion. A break of 3 trillion will give us a new all-time high, and then hold on to your socks, man. Hold on. Buckle up, because we're going to get the crazy rallies. April chilling here, but this is holding on. If you go down in the time frames, we actually got a higher weekly close. You can see this 2.62 being tested over and over and over again on the week. RSI up in space. I love it. But then on the day, here we are. This is the flat top. This is what's keeping me from getting any more bearish on what's happening with Bitcoin. Our flat top is directly at that monthly resistance. Tested, higher lows. This chart much cleaner than Bitcoin's. Bitcoin's has a lot more noise. That's actually very typical. I think that way's the best way to put it. This would also suggest that there could be a little bit more downside today or in tomorrow, but to hold on to this pattern, that is a very limited downside. It's not even 10%. It's probably like in the 5 or under 5%. As long as this pattern is in play, I think we're breaking up. I think we're moving back to 3 trillion. I think we're breaking 3 trillion this year. I think we're just at the footsteps of the run. So look at dominance quick. And we're going to look at dominance quick. There's not going to be an update. Then I'll open up the XRP for you. No update. Looks bullish. Hasn't broken out yet. This one. A little bit cleaner. XRP is the twin of a coin that I do like very much. It is the Litecoin twin. I don't know how Litecoiners or XR peoples. Ooh, that's a good name, XR peoples. I don't know how Litecoiners or XR peoples feel about that, but it's too bad. I don't care how you feel about that. These things are just exactly the same. They're exactly the same, man. Do index 100 regular. That's weird. There it is. Exactly the same. You had a bump in, wait, XR, was XRP around in 2013? I guess it was. I probably knew that. Just a little off my game today. Bump in 13 on when this all started. Yeah. All-time high in 2017. Almost all-time high, not quite. I mean, Litecoin arguably did, but it's so close that it's just irrelevant. Came down and has done the exact same thing. I think they're both going to break to the upside eventually. God, I wish I knew when. XRP on the big time frames looks good. You're defending your lows. Bulls are not allowing price to move lower. Profit taking, not allowing price to move higher. You are in the biggest of big flags that exist in crypto, really. And nothing is happening while you're in them. I don't think XRP trades below 50 cents again. At least not like this year. I could see it moving to 50 cents before breaking that dollar mark, before testing the top of our pennant, our flag again. But I don't think it trades below 50. I publicly announced on Twitter. It was like back here in February. I don't know. It was probably in February. Maybe it was in October. That I bought XRP for the first time in 7 years at 50 cents. It was a good buy. Have I gotten great upside gains? Not yet. But it also has not traded back below my entry, I don't think. Let's check this out. Not the strongest, but looks kind of like the rest of the market. Moving sideways. Money flow is positive, but it's not the most bullish looking. That's okay. Weekly. Actually, February. This is, yeah, February. Early February is where I bought it because we put this trade here. Weekly, stronger than the daily. I'll give it that. Highs coming up on your money flow. You are a little bit in danger here of rolling over, but I am not getting the feeling that's going to happen. And if it does, I really just think you see something like this. Maybe down to 53. Kind of worst case, back to 50. Fill your weekly that's open. I'm waiting. I'm there with you. I have some XRP. I've held some XRP since I got in like many years ago. It just hasn't done anything. Neither has Litecoin. That's like the self burn that I always talk about with these charts, because it's not alone. It's not like it's the only thing doing it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Certainly not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing. Bitcoin doing nothing, man. XRP target, bro, please. Target. All right. Target for when? 69 cents is a great target. There you go. Maybe 58 cents to 69 could be a long trade. There you go. Done. Quant, bro, please. Hugo says XRP target 0. It is hard to get things to go to 0, man. Things only like the ruggest of the rugs on like Solana and stuff go to 0. Quant down in its lows. Quant right now is the cheapest it's ever been in the Bitcoin pair. That could mean you either have a ton of upside potential or that you're going to look at new lows in your value versus Bitcoin. Quant also in the boat, similar to XRP and Litecoin, just moving sideways for as long as I can remember. Quant just loves this $100 mark, man. Lower highs coming in, higher lows coming in. It's the exact same thing. I kind of want to throw this trend line on, but nah, it's not going to be helpful. That, sure. I don't have any targets for this. This looks like it's just going to continue doing this, honestly. Like maybe I do like that. I do like this. The sideways until you quit. Very common tool in crypto. Here, I'll make fun of Litecoin too. You guys know I love my Litecoin, but similar to a lot of the things we just looked at, Litecoin has had a very bad time against Bitcoin over the last few years. Does that mean that there's a ton of upside opportunity? I think so. But it's in the same boat. It is roughly the cheapest it's ever been against Bitcoin. Similar to XRP. When you zoom out, you'll see it. I don't know why that's there. Similar to XRP, really the same thing. Your lows slowly, ever so slowly, coming up over time. Your highs have not been broken. You got close here earlier in April, but not quite there. Someday. Probably sooner than you think. They'll both move. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. All right. VET. I haven't looked at VET in a while. XRP is older than Bitcoin? No. Like, that chart said 2013. I thought it was like 2014. This is Binance, so that's only as old as Binance. The crypto ticker on TradingView says August 2013. I was not in crypto then, if only. VET looking a lot like NEAR right now. We had a sweet play on VET. 2.6 cents to 5, money in the bank. We look to take that kind of exact same long as we're looking at on NEAR. Same thing. I need a new mouse. I'm realizing my mouse is not clicking. I've been playing too much like Fortnite and stuff and smashing the button. I think I broke it. Kind of the same setup here. NEAR not as clean. It's not the exact same SR flip. VET looking at a very clean move here. Resistance to support, support to resistance, back to that resistance as support. All it has to do is hold on to just under 4 cents, and I'm looking for 8. That's a 2x. Not the most bullish looking daily setup here, but we see it across the space. So it's either they're all going to dunk or they're all going up, and the trend is your friend. I think you side with the trend until it proves you wrong. No bear div on your high. That's good. Whenever this resolves, I think this is what happens. You think Quant is dead? I don't know. What is it? You can't kill things that aren't alive. And dead, I know you're a good dude, Crypto Stevo. But this is a good rant, quick rant. Dead is just very emotional language. Emotional language is not good for trading. BNB did not hit an all-time high yet, even though I'm very, very confident it will this year. Traded down to 541 this month, back to the monthly open, not bad. It also wouldn't surprise me to see BNB just maybe trade sideways for like 3 months. The thing I like about BNB, and now I don't love BNB as a coin, if you've been here you know this, but the thing I like, I'll say about the chart and the sentiment setup, is that BNB had such extreme FUD. This was late last year. You remember it was like the CZ thing. Man, I can't remember. There's a lot. It was like SEC and then like CZ being targeted, CZ stepping down. This was at your range lows at 210. And as soon as I saw it move to 230, I was like, it's not going down farther. It's going up. It managed to very cleanly climb back to the all-time high. How much hype have you heard about BNB? Maybe not this week or last week, but let's say like February. How much hype was there? I'll tell you, none. Nobody asked to look at BNB. I just kept bringing it up because it was ripping. Nobody wanted to look at it. The fact that it's back to its all-time high, essentially, it hasn't sold off. It did back test its resistance on the way down as support. Hasn't sold off. It's at all-time high. And even now, I still don't think that there's a lot of hype. That setup is a really, really profitable setup in my crypto experience. When things are moving and nobody notices, that's when it's spicy. And holy poop, I'll have to go back and find the stream we set this, maybe early March 12th. I don't even remember this one. That's a fire entry. Boom. Right there at $500. Yep. Clean. It's in that same kind of flagging formation. Not quite flat topped. I wouldn't be surprised to see that play out, though. I think this is ready. I think it's, whether it spends 2 months doing nothing or not, I think this is going to new all-time highs. I think we're going to see at least $1,000 BNB. That's not a huge target, but like 1,500, very reasonable. Very reasonable. Did anybody actually buy BNB in the last year? I bought... No, wait. I'll have to check. I think I made a trade on it. 63% of us are never going to sell. 37% of us are going to sell in May and walk away. Good luck, man. Take a look at audio and GRT. Not BTC as old as ETH. Data like Burton actually applied to work for Ripple. Got denied, so he made ETH. Yeah, XRP I think is older than Ethereum. Ethereum is like 2014. Not many people know that anymore. Allegedly. Where's he reading chats and from? Other platform? Okay. You are on. Whoa. You are on. Why? You are on the vertical stream. There is a regular format stream as well that I recommend you check out. There I am, live on stream, looking at myself. Here, this is what I've been reading from. I'm reading from here because there's a lot of viewers here versus the vertical, which there typically isn't. One sec. You can join us over on the main one if you'd like. Either way, you should subscribe. We're here every day in some capacity, putting content out for you guys for free for 5 years now. We'll be here 5 more years. I don't shill stuff. Yes, we have referral links in the video description. Please use them. It supports the channel. I'm honest about it. I'm not hiding. I'm not accepting money to shill things in like a way where I don't know, tell you that this coin is going to moon because they gave me $10,000 to say that. That separates us from many channels here on YouTube. I have only your best interest in mind. I want you to succeed. That's just who I am. I've proven that over the last 5 years. So you should join our community. You should join the discord.gg/TomCrown. Party never ends over there. What else can we look at? We're going to wrap her up, though. What else do we want to look at? 𝐿𝐴𝐺. People have asked about 𝐿𝐴𝐺 over the last few weeks. I don't think I've ever opened it. Yeah, I opened it on the 3rd of April. I stand corrected. 𝐿𝐴𝐺 broke 1.8 cents. This month it's tested 1.8 cents. The trade's obvious. I'll move this because it hasn't filled because we're just placing it. God, I hate this. Every time, trading view, every time. Nope, I don't want to stop loss in the negatives. Nope. I think this is the classic easiest setup to look for, and that's 1.8 cents to 3.4 cents on 𝐿𝐴𝐺. If 𝐿𝐴𝐺 makes it above 3.4 cents, which we've seen many coins do, you got a pretty clear path to 16. That's a huge gain. Huge gain. If this position or this trade on 𝐿𝐴𝐺 from 1.8 to 3.4, 3.5, if this gets wrecked, gets stopped out, 𝐿𝐴𝐺 is likely to then seek the support below it. We could identify, and I will identify, 1 cent as that target. I like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Stop loss on that trade will be a little harder, unfortunately. You can actually pull it down below a half a cent. I guess there's an issue for me mentally with this, though, is if it gets that low from 1, 0.5 is the entry then. So I think what I'm going to do for this one is actually tighten up the stop, place another position down here. I could see multiple longs playing on this. There we go. If a half a cent comes for 𝐿𝐴𝐺, I'll probably buy a spot. I don't have any 𝐿𝐴𝐺. I don't even know what it is. I trade charts. I don't trade narratives. I don't trade whatever. There we go. I think this gives us 3 different plays, potentials. For the bears, of course, you could look to take a short at 3.5 cents if it gets there. Stop maybe above 5. I would rather take it at 5, honestly. Oh my goodness. Every problem in the book today. Rather take this at 5. Maybe you target 1.8 again. There you go. Let's see. I don't know, something like that. There we go. We did Jazz Me. Look at these little candles. It's like the little midget hand from Scary Movie or whatever. The guy with the little hands. That's what it reminds me of. FOMC minutes in blank minutes. Yeah, I should just change the title and stuff. And one sec. Let me see if I can get it. The problem with them is that they're very lengthy. And so when they get published, you really need time to go through them. I've fed them into ChatGPT before, and that's been okay. Okay, it's at 2 p.m. All right. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to change the title. I'm going to throw FOMC minutes live. What's happening? Okay, crypto and Bitcoin. Hold up. Save that. I'll change the thumbnail too. God, that thumbnail's so stupid. It's a stupid day in crypto, so I figured, why not have a stupid thumbnail? There's an FOMC minutes thumbnail. One second, loading. I was gonna wrap up the stream. I was literally like, all right, we're done. We'll be done for the day, and then we'll do the FOMC minutes. Looking through my thumbnails. Hold up. FOMC minutes. I found it. We have got 3 minutes until the FOMC minutes are published. 3 minutes for the minutes until the minutes. Hold up. View extra large icons, because apparently I'm blind. Here we go. Legit. This is annoying. I'm going to give you a little audio to play with.
Tom Crown in the house, crypto analysts day, making moves, dropping knowledge every single day. Videos hitting 100K subscribers, strong Bitcoin level bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Analyzing charts with precision, he's got the vision. Spotting trends, predicting games, making the right decision. Tom Crown in the bullish corner, he's the king. Educating the mass, bringing that crypto thing. Jet Pow, Tom Crown on the scene. Crypto analysis, day, living the dream. Bitcoin love, bullish all the way. Tom Crown in the house, let's make some gains today. Tom Crown in the house, crypto analysis day, making moves, dropping knowledge every single day. Videos hitting 100K subscribers, strong Bitcoin level bullish vibes, we can't go wrong.
It never gets old.
Analyzing charts with precision, he's got the vision. Spotting trends, predicting games, making the right decision. Tom Crown in the bullish corner, he's the king. Educating the mass, bringing that crypto thing. Jet Pow, Tom Crown on the scene.
Here we go.
Crypto analysis, day, living the dream. Bitcoin love, bullish all the way. Tom Crown in the house, let's make some gains
Got it.
today. Tom Crown in the house, crypto analysts day, making moves, dropping knowledge every single day. Videos hitting 100K subscribers, strong Bitcoin level bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Analyzing charts with precision, he's got the vision. Spotting trends, predicting games, making the right decision. Tom Crown in the bullish corner, he's the king. Educating the mass, bringing that crypto thing. Jet Pow, Tom Crown on the scene. Crypto analysis, day, living the dream. Bitcoin love, bullish all the way. Tom Crown in the house, let's make some gains today.
Oh god, this is trolly.
Tom Crown in the house, crypto analysts day.
Last time.
Dropping knowledge every single day. Videos hitting 100K subscribers, strong Bitcoin level bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Bullish bullish vibes.
All right, about to give up on the other one.
Analyzing charts with precision, he's got a vision. Spotting trends, predicting gains, making the right decision. Tom Brown in the bullish corner, he's the king. Educating the masses, bringing that crypto bling. Jet Powell, Tom Brown on the scene.
Done.
Crypto analysis, hey, living the dream. Bitcoin love, bullish all the way. Tom Brown in the house, let's make some gains today.
There we go. Done.
Tom.
Perfect timing. Thanks for holding with me there. That was really trolling. I don't even want to describe what I had to just go through. But we have the FOMC minutes being published in real time here. Just came out. Let me grab them. Here we go. From the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee. Let's go to this screen. A little disorganized, but we're pushing through. These minutes were just published by the Federal. 1 minute ago, by the Federal Open Market Committee, covering their FOMC 𝐬𝐵 meeting earlier in March. Let's see what they have to say. I don't want to read them word for word because, man, these get very dry. Very dry and very long. But maybe we can throw it into ChatGPT. Get a little summary. How's that sound? Hopefully it sounds good. Here we go. Developments in financial markets and open market operations. Let's feed this to it. Summarize. Okay, here we are with the first interpretations of these minutes that were just published right now. There we go. The report on financial markets indicated modest easing in U.S. financial conditions since the last meeting, with higher equity prices offsetting interest rate increases. Nominal treasury yields rose, driven by inflation, compensation at shorter maturities, and real rates at longer maturities, reflecting solid economic data. That is what he said over and over again. Policy rate expectations shifted upwards, influenced by stronger economic indicators and slower than expected disinflation. The majority of investors lowered expectations for substantial rate cuts, as we covered earlier. Broad equity prices reached new highs, largely driven by technology company valuations. Global financial markets saw upward shifts in expected policy rates, with the Bank of Japan announcing the discontinuation of negative interest rates. U.S. money markets remained stable, with stable usage of overnight reverse repurchase agreements. Reserve conditions were deemed abundant, but uncertainty persisted regarding reserve demand. The committee ratified domestic transactions and discussed considerations for slowing the pace of the balance sheet reduction. Participants reviewed the lessons from the 2019-17 balance sheet runoff, emphasizing cautiousness in further runoff. Most participants favored starting to slow the pace of runoff soon to facilitate a smooth transition to ample reserves. I sound like 𝐬𝐵 right now. That's wild. Slower runoff would provide time for market adjustment and reduce stress on money markets. Participants agreed to communicate that a slow decision to slow runoff wouldn't impact monetary policy stance. They discussed reducing the monthly pace of runoff by roughly half and maintaining the existing cap on agency mortgage-backed securities, while adjusting the redemption cap on U.S. Treasury securities. Longer-term considerations included uncertainties about the level of reserves consistent with ample reserve regime and the compensation of Federal Reserve security holdings, with a focus on primarily holding Treasury securities. Considerations for slowing the pace. That's what we just read. Staff review of the economic situation. Let's get a little summary of this. Boo, going through these notes. They were just published minutes ago, and we're getting a little summary for you guys. The staff notes on the economic situation. The U.S. economy showed solid but slower growth in the first quarter compared to the previous quarter, with real GDP expanding at a slightly lower rate. Labor market conditions remained robust, although recent indicators were mixed, including a slight uptick in the unemployment rate. Consumer price inflation continued to decline, but progress was uneven. When total PCE and core PCE price inflation trended down, recent month-over-month readings showed slight increases. Real GDP growth in foreign economies was generally weak due to tight monetary policy. High inflation eroded real household incomes and ongoing effects of the 2022 energy shock in Europe. However, there were tentative signs of economic firming in Europe. China showed mixed economic data with strong export and investment, but depressed household demand due to a property sector slump. Foreign headline inflation increased early in the year due to waning downward pressure from energy price declines and adverse weather affecting food prices in some emerging market economies. Most foreign central banks kept policy rates unchanged and emphasized the need for greater confidence in inflation falling back to the target before policy easing. Wonderful. Wonderful. Can you imagine reading this whole thing? This is the super summarized version. Staff notes on fiscal policy, I believe. On the financial situation. Nice, they gave me bullet points this time. Market implied federal funds rate path for 2024 increased significantly, leading to an uptick in intermediate and longer-term treasury yields. Despite raising rates, broad stock prices rose notably on positive corporate earnings, with little change in yield spreads on corporate bonds. Foreign financial asset prices were influenced by U.S. markets with improved risk appetite and narrowed EME credit spreads. Bank of Japan exited negative interest rate policy, as they said in the economic part, raising its policy rate for the first time in 17 years, with limited market reaction. Interesting. U.S. short-term funding markets remained stable, with a slower decline on reverse repurchase, RRP. Facility usage. Bank deposit levels increased, reflecting rising nominal income and competitive deposit rates, while MMFs experienced modest outflows. Borrowing costs remain elevated in domestic credit markets, including rates on loans to household and fixed income securities. Credit remained available to most businesses, households, and municipalities, with suitable loan origins for smaller firms. Credit quality deteriorated in sectors like CRE and credit cards, with increases in delinquency rates for mortgages, credit cards, and non-farm payroll. Wow, yeah. Delinquency is exploding. Concerns about the health of the small U.S. and foreign banks arose due to deterioration of CRE credit quality. I mean, I've been worried about them since 2022. Current conditions and outlook. Let's see. What's the most important part? We already know what the policy actions are. We saw that during the live FOMC. Participants' view on this will probably be good. Last one. Participants submitted projections for real GDP growth, unemployment rate, and inflation from 2024 to 2026. Do we have a dot plot? No. In the longer run, reflecting individual assessments of monetary policy and the federal funds rate path. Despite recent firm inflation readings, participants expected inflation to return to 2% over the medium term, remaining attentive to inflation risks. Economic growth was expected to slow from the previous year's pace, with consumption remaining solid, but mixed reports on home building and increased optimism from business contracts. Labor market conditions were tight. With strong recent payroll growth and easing nominal wage pressures, although certain sectors also remain tight. Uncertainty surrounded the economic outlook. These included high inflation, persistence, geopolitical risks, and potential energy price increases. All participants agreed to maintain the federal funds target rate at 4.25% to 4.5%, expecting it to be at its peak for the tightening cycle. Guys, I feel like we're one really bad inflation rate or really bad inflation reading away from getting another hike. Maybe that's just my opinion. It's my hunch. Almost all participants anticipated moving policy to a less restrictive stance at some point in the year. Some point. Considering ongoing disinflation and strong economic momentum, risk management considerations focused on balanced risks of maintaining a restrictive stance for too long, against the risks of easing too quickly, emphasizing careful assessment of incoming data. Monetary policy remained well positioned to respond to evolving economic conditions and risk, with political adjustments to policy stance depending on trajectory of inflation and labor market conditions. Thanks, ChatGPT. That was a great summary. Appreciate it. These notes don't typically tell us stuff that we don't know from the FOMC. However, inflation isn't where they want it. Jobs aren't where they want it. The economy isn't where they want it. Housing prices aren't where they want it. Rates are going to be higher for longer. That's really the summary. I don't think we get an interest rate cut until the end of the year, if at all, this year. Dollar showing strength on those notes coming out. Pulling back a little bit, but having a very strong day. Gold having its first pullback in quite some time. Right underneath all-time highs. Seems to be holding well. Mostly unreactive. Bitcoin kind of in the same boat. Not moving. Trading sideways. We looked at a bunch of charts today. We went over the FOMC notes very quickly. Gave you the best summary on the webs. There'll be better ones soon. It's an election year. Exactly. I don't think they'll do it until after the elections. That's my opinion. Almost all Fed members find it appropriate to cut, you missed an important word, at some point this year. Not saying that there can't be this year, but I don't think it will be. I don't think it'll be until like post-election, maybe December. But they find it appropriate now. They may not by the end of the year. That's why I said, I think we're like one bad reading, like really bad reading from another hike. That reading might not come in though. I'm not saying we're going to get it, but I'm saying if we do get a bad reading, I don't know, in May, June, they may look for another hike. They haven't said that, but I just don't think that we are heading on the cut quickly path. I think we're on the higher for longer path. Seems pretty obvious. Well, Bitcoin not doing much. We looked at a bunch of things today. We've been live for like 2 hours, guys. Please join our fan by subscribing, joining the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Sign up with our sponsor, LuxAlgo, or any partner in the video description below and get free exclusive VIP access to our trading rooms in Discord. That's it, fam. We'll be live Friday. If the market is where it is on Friday, we'll do another DGen Friday. So do your homework, find the crappiest of crap coins, bring them to me, and we'll do some TA on a liquid vaporware, your favorite. I want to shout out everyone who subscribed today. Michael Dubov, I see you. Oatfight BTC, Mr. Bappy, see you later. Gusto, If Void, the Kai 9000, Augusto Chachalkali, DG Wilchin, Hot Vitlon TV, and everyone else. I appreciate you guys. You are the best. Fee for Life. Sorry about that, man. I see you had another super chat. Didn't get to it today. We did look at XRP. Didn't get to the BTC as well. Kind of forgot. But yeah, boys. It's Wednesday. It's beautiful out. Go enjoy your life. Bitcoin crypto does tend to get more boring during the summer, and we are approaching the summer, so we might see low volatility. At the pace we're at now, I'm pretty confident that we won't get price action until closer to the halving. I think we're going to remain in this range. Targeted for, I'm not going to pay attention to where it says the 19th, the 20th of April. We're only a few days away. Buckle up. Buckle up, cowboy. All right, fam. Love you guys.